1800 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan, the news read by Ali Ahmed. First, the headlines. Foreign Minister says India has enhanced repression of the Kashmiri population through fake encounters, extrajudicial killings, and other repressive measures. In occupied Kashmir, Hurriyat leaders have urged the international community to impress upon India to stop its brutalities in the held territory. United Nations Secretary General says anti-Muslim hatred and Islamophobia could pose a threat to international peace and security. Minister for Aviation says inquiry report of the PIA plane crash incident will be compiled in the shortest possible time. World Health Organization has declared Latin America a new epicenter of the coronavirus pandemic after surges in infections. Central Ruwate Hilali Committee will meet in Karachi this evening to decide about the sighting of Shawwal moon or otherwise. And now, the news in detail. Foreign Minister Qureshi says India has enhanced repression of the Kashmiri population through fake encounters, extrajudicial killings, and other repressive measures. In a telephonic conversation with OIC Secretary General Dr. Yusuf A. Al-Usamin today, he said Indian occupation forces are inflicting collective punishment to Muslims in India and in occupied Kashmir through actions such as torching houses of local residents or razing them to the ground. The foreign minister updated him on the aggravating situation in occupied Jammu and Kashmir, including Indian move to alter the territory's demography. He conveyed Pakistan's deep concerns on the deteriorating human rights and humanitarian situation in occupied Kashmir and India's moves to alter the demographic structure of the occupied territory. Qureshi also highlighted the recent domicile law in held territory and said it is in clear violation of the relevant United Nations and OIC resolutions and international law. In occupied Kashmir, Hurriyat leaders have urged the international community to impress upon India to stop its brutalities on the people of occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Bilal Siddiqui, Mohammad Yusuf Nakash, and Javed Ahmed Mir, in their separate statements, said that Kashmiri's youth are choosing resistance against luxurious and promising careers to fight a secret war of freedom from the Indian occupation. Meanwhile, the chairman of Hurriyat Forum, Mirwais Umar Farooq, and the chairperson of Kashmir Tehreek-e-Khawateen, Zamruda Habib, have also expressed solidarity with senior all-party Hurriyat Conference leader Mohammad Ashraf Sehrai over the martyrdom of his son Junaid Sehrai. Indian troops had martyred Junaid Sehrai along with his associate Tariq Ahmed during a cordon and search operation in Nawakadal area of Srinagar on Tuesday. Meanwhile, senior all-party Hurriyat Conference leader and the chairman of Tehreek-e-Hurriyat Jammu and Kashmir, Mohammad Ashraf Sehrai, has said that the unparalleled sacrifices rendered by the Kashmiris for their freedom are the biggest asset of the ongoing Kashmir movement. Talking to the people who visited his residence or telephoned him to express solidarity with him over the martyrdom of his son, Mohammad Ashraf Sehrai, said, although it is easy to make sacrifices, it is a huge responsibility to protect them. International journalists' organizations have expressed concern over continued harassment of journalists by Indian police in occupied Kashmir. Brussels-based International Federation of Journalists (IFJ) in a statement said police summoned Shah to station without reason. Meanwhile, New York-based Committee to Protect Journalists in its statement termed the police summoning of Shah over his reporting as violation of press freedom and an ongoing campaign to harass and intimidate journalists in Kashmir. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has said that countering anti-Muslim hatred and Islamophobia is his top priority. Speaking at a virtual meeting of Organization of Islamic Cooperation, he said that he fully agrees with the assessment that it could pose a threat to international peace and security. The United Nations chief was responding to the comments from Pakistan's ambassador to the United Nations, Munir Akram, who drew his attention to the rising cases of anti-Muslim violence and Islamophobia in India. While voicing his concern over the rise of Islamophobia, the Secretary General called for fighting this phenomena collectively. In his remarks, Ambassador Akram raised concerns about the alarming rise in Islamophobia and stigmatization of Muslims in India in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. This is Radio Pakistan. Aviation Minister Ghulam Sarwar Khan says inquiry report of the PIA plane crash incident will be compiled in shortest possible time. Addressing a news conference along CEO of PIA, Air Marshal retired Arshad Malik in Karachi this afternoon, he said, "We fully share pain and grief of families of the deceased." He said no one can compensate the loss of human lives. However, the government will expedite their process to award compensation to 1 million rupees to family of each victim. The minister said compensation will also be given to those whose properties, including houses or vehicles, have been damaged in the incident after proper assessment. The minister said it will be ensured that at least a provisional investigation report of the incident comes within 3 months. He assures that there will be an independent, free and fair inquiry and any responsible, if found, will be taken to the task. The minister said security forces, relief agencies and ordinary citizens displayed exemplary humanitarian spirit to save their crash victims. Earlier, CEO PIA Ashraf Malik said 21 dead bodies have been handed over to their relatives. He said transparent investigation will be held into the incident. He said samples of DNA have been taken to identify the bodies. Information and Broadcasting Minister Shibli Faraz has said the incumbent government is taking concrete measures to facilitate the marginalized segments of society in wake of COVID-19 pandemic. In a statement, he said the Prime Minister Imran Khan directed to ease the lockdown only to facilitate the downtrodden people of the country. The minister said it is now responsibility of the people to observe all precautionary measures to stay safe. He said Pakistan is a developing country and cannot afford ceasing of economic activities for a long period. The nationwide tally of coronavirus has risen to 52,437, with 1,743 new cases reported during the last 24 hours. 18,730 cases have so far been detected in Punjab, 20,883 in Sindh, 7,391 in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 3,198 in Balochistan, 1,457 in Islamabad, 607 in Gilgit-Baltistan and 171 in Azad Kashmir. 16,653 patients have so far recovered from the virus, while the death toll from it stands at 1,101, with 34 deaths reported during the last 24 hours. The coronavirus pandemic has so far claimed over 340,000 deaths across the world and more than 5.3 million infections have been detected. The United States has the highest death toll of 97,655, followed by Britain with 36,393 and Italy with 32,616. Over 2.1 million infected people have so far been recovered from the disease. World Health Organization declared Latin America a new epicenter of the coronavirus pandemic after surges in infections across much of Central and South America. WHM agency's director Mike Ryan said agency has seen many South American countries with increasing numbers of cases. The death toll in Brazil has soared to 20,000, with 310,000 infection cases reported, the third biggest caseload in the world behind the United States and Russia. United States President Donald Trump has asked the states to allow places of worship to open immediately. Speaking to reporters at White House, he also threatened to override any governor who do not comply with his demand. The Central Hurriyat Halal Committee will meet this evening in Karachi to decide about the sighting of Moon of Shawwal ul-Mukarram 1441 Hijri or otherwise. Chairman of the committee, Mufti Munibur Rahman, will chair the meeting. And finally, the weather report. Mainly hot and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 24 hours. However, rain, wind, thunderstorm is expected at isolated places in Kashmir and its adjoining hilly areas. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk. And for the live video streaming of our bulletins, visit the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.